Hi there, how are you doing? I've just finished uploading my second chatette video. I'm thinking to myself, Lynx. My mind just kept thinking about it. I have some loose cartridges for the Lynx as well as my flash cart, so I'm going to do a video on the flash cart. Well, basically when I can be bothered to get up off my nice comfy seat. Maybe have something to eat first. But the Lynx is to hand. Pretty much all my stuff's to hand, and I had a loose game. Kicking about, so I thought I'd show you some gameplay on the Lynx. One of my favourite games. To be fair, there's a lot of good games. The good games to crap games ratio on the Lynx is very high. Even though there's a small catalogue of games in comparison to maybe some other consoles. The actual games are actually of a very high quality, and one particular game that I absolutely love is Dracula, and I thought I'd give you a little demo, a little sort of showing of that. I've actually got the original with instructions. Here she is in all her glory. Wouldn't want to give this up, even though theoretically I can get it and put it on the flash cart. I'm sure games collectors out there will totally agree with what I'm saying. It isn't focusing, but yeah, anyway, you get the gist. It is Dracula the Undead. So, just to give you a little demo of this game. Don't know if you'd see that because of the glare, but there it is, Dracula. The game is actually really well done. Just change the contrast and brightness now. Right, the game is actually really well done. If I can get the game going. Right, basically the game initially is presented by the author and the narrator. Don't know if you can see that very well. Bram Stoker, that's actually, believe it or not, Bram Stoker. Anyway, don't know if you can see that very well. Turn up the sound of it. But basically the game is presented in storybook fashion to start with. So you go through and you do what you do. The game starts and you're Jonathan, I think his name is, and it's basically an old-fashioned point and click style game, adventure game, but without the pointing and clicking. Basically, you move the guy around. Glare's not very good, but yeah. Basically, you move the guy around and solve puzzles and things like that. Graphically, it's got an interesting style to it, like a sepia tone. But the graphics are actually really nicely done. Nice sprite scaling, which is the Lynx is famed for, on there as well. Basically, you can do various things: look, examine, talk. You know, it's the classic adventure style game. I'm playing this on the Lynx II. Don't know if you can see that very well. But yeah, basically, as you play the game, you get to meet Dracula and stuff like that. There's no save function, which is a little bit of a nightmare. I'll just put that to one side. There's no save function on the game, which is a huge problem. If you haven't got like a guide of some description. Some of the puzzles are a little bit obtuse, so it does require a high level of patience. However, you can't fault the graphics. The sound is a bit sparse, but it is pretty atmospheric. Good to play at night time, and good with the sound up a little bit. The best bit is when you meet Dracula, because you do obviously meet Dracula at some point, and it is quite interesting and quite fun. I won't spoil it for you because I'd love you to play the game for yourselves. Sometimes the easiest way to do that is just with the emulators and stuff like that, but if you could get your hands on a Lynx, I thoroughly recommend get it. A lot of people comment on the Lynx, and they say that the second revision is not as good as the first. I like the second one more than I like the first one. But yeah, the machine is beautiful. I love it. I think it's awesome, and the only reason I don't like that more than I like the Game Gear is because, well, the Game Gear's it's been something I've been wanting for a long time. So, but yeah, so let me just give you a quick showing off of the cart. So that's what the cartridge looks like. It's an awesome game, and it's worthy of people's attentions, and I would thoroughly recommend. It sounds like a review, this. I would thoroughly recommend that you go get it. I love the game. It's something that I come back to quite a lot. I have actually completed the game, but it's interesting because there is some replay value there, because there's a note-taking sort of. It's not even a mini game. Basically, there's a note-taking exercise where you have to take notes, which build up the evidence that you need to prove Dracula's existence. And you effectively you can miss certain things and still complete the game. So there is some replay value there. But I love the game, and unfortunately I couldn't show you a very good video of it. What I'm thinking I might do is try and come up with some kind of anti-glare thing. I don't know, but if any of you guys have got any information about anti-glare stuff that might help with future videos, let me know. But the next thing I'm going to do is show off the flash cart. So yeah, okay. Speak to you all soon.